Crooked Hillary drops nasty surprise, just in time for midterm elections. Hillary Clinton still insists on being in the spotlight. The aged politician has enjoyed a horrendous reputation for decades, yet some people continue to seek her leadership and approval. At a recent event in liberal Mecca known as New York City, Hillary dropped a nasty little surprise just in time for the midterm elections. Get your puke bags ready. Is there a person more reviled in American politics than Hillary Clinton? Sure, the left hates Donald Trump, but much of their abuse comes off as fake. Even they can't ignore the massive successes he's won for the country. But crooked Hillary? She betrayed her own party. The Democratic primaries were a sham, as she was already calling the shots. All Democrats who voted were lied to, thinking their votes actually mattered. Clinton forced her way into the general election, dragging her tarnished reputation with her. She ensured that the Democrats would lose, big time, to the GOP. Even after her titanic lose to Donald Trump, Clinton still thinks she's relevant. More and more of her allies in the Democratic Party try to distance themselves from her. The last 2 years we've seen top liberal advisors beg Hillary to just go away. Her constant appearances, book signings, and sound bites make Democrats look bad. She's like the ex-girlfriend who just can't get over the guy who dumped her. That's not to mention her mounting health concerns. Americans were worried about Clinton's health in 2016. Things certainly have not gotten better since. Over the last 2 years, the Democratic Party has been in a state of decay. They have no strong leaders to unite and excite supporters. Each day brings another epic meltdown by their cronies in the media. The Democrats have come to represent a party that cares only about power. They have started riots, disrupted judicial hearings, tarnished good men's reputations, and encouraged migrant caravans intent on destroying our borders. Clearly, they are in a bad place. Turns out, they are in an even worse place than that. Because they still hold out hope that crooked Hillary runs again. In fact, Clinton herself hinted at that as well. Hillary Clinton during an event Friday at the New York City's 92nd Street Y told the audience I'd like to be president. The comments come amid speculation whether the former Democratic presidential nominee would run again in the 2020 election. Clinton said she did not want to run again, but would not definitively rule it out either. She said her 8 years in the Senate and term as Secretary of State under former President Barack Obama qualified her for the job. But she insisted she would not consider a run until after the November midterm. Clinton and her husband, former President Bill Clinton, will kick off a 13-city tour after the midterm in which they will discuss current affairs and politics, The Hill reported. Source: Fox News. Oh, you'd like to be president, Hillary? We had no idea. I guess as long as you want the job, you're entitled to it. Never mind the fact you have a mountain of evidence in your past that more than condemns you. Or how you've been hated by the public for decades. Or how you tried to become president twice and were beaten by an unknown figure Barack Obama and a political novice Donald Trump. Clinton claims she's waiting for after the midterms. That means, if the Democrats win big, she can exploit that for her own advantage. But if they lose, which they most likely will, she'll simply retreat, biding her time. She can't see that millions of Americans despise the Democratic Party and are coming out in droves to ensure they never gain power again. But the odds are good that the left will try to steal this November's elections. Every last patriot must come out in force and vote. If they don't, crooked Hillary might rise again. Share this article if you want Hillary to go away for good.